We know goals are massive game changers, but I want to test the other big game changer, red cards, and how it impacts the players and the matches. Don't you dare. The traditional thinking is that it's harder for the team with only 10 men left on the pitch. But is this really true? Or is it actually harder to play against a team of 10 men? In this experiment, we're going to measure a series of key metrics to explore what really happens when a team is given a red card. Both teams look like they're massively up for it, by the way. Some serious tackles flying in. What the players don't know is that the referee at some point is going to be sending one of them off for a relatively soft challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how both teams react.
Come on, lads!
The two biggest decisions a referee takes, in my view, are penalties and red cards.
There's so many different facets of just the red card being given out. If you've got 40 minutes to go, or if you've only got 10 minutes to go and you're leading or you're losing, will have a massive, massive impact on the manager and how your team's set up and how the players will play.
Oh, is it? Oh! After 45 minutes of 11 versus 11, the score is 1-1. And despite a few spicy challenges, the referee has kept his red card firmly in his pocket. But it won't last for long. "61 minutes in and disaster for the team in black. With half an hour still to play, how will they cope?
Once a team goes down to 10, they almost like to feel a sense of injustice, that you were wrong, that it's been unfair, the world's against us, and therefore we need to rally together and make sure we do it for the guy that's been sent off unfairly.
As a manager, you have to then suddenly switch into what does the team need. When David got sent off, I remember thinking, we've still got a long way to go here. I still want Michael Owen and Alan Shearer on the pitch. I decided to let it go for 10 minutes. I said, let's see how we go with both of them on the pitch. So it was a risk. It was a risk.
You're down one of your resources, simple as that. So you want to try and maintain as much as possible your dominance of the game, recognise where you've been weakened and how best to overcome that.
It's an interesting one because I've played in teams where, like you say, where we've had a man sent off and it's galvanised us, because you know that you've got to hit that little bit extra because you've lost a player.
The old cliche is it's always harder to beat 10 men. It's not, I don't think. Especially in a possession-based game, you have an advantage, they have a weakness, and in most situations, teams maximise it.
It's all over, and the final score tells its own story.
Statistically, there are two effects of red cards. You score fewer than you would otherwise do if you've had a red card, and you concede more than you would otherwise do if you had a red card, and the effect on conceding is actually bigger.
But what other impact did the red card have on the team in black? Our data shows each player had to work much harder, running an average of 117 metres per minute before the red card and 138 after. That's an 18% increase in effort.
If you're the team with the extra man, then almost invariably what you want to do is to stretch the play, to make the playing area as big as possible.
The black team's heat map is also highly revealing. Their attacking pattern before the red card was replaced with a defensive pattern afterwards, as they tried to hold on for a draw.
When you're playing against 10 men, the manager will often tell his team to be more disciplined, because eventually the other team will lose its shape, may become tired, or may be drawn out of the very defensive positions.
What we couldn't measure was the level of injustice the players felt, because the pain of a red card never really goes away.
I've only ever been sent off once. Yeah, Graham Poll sent me off when I was a kid at Leeds.
Oh, it would have been a player going clean through on goal and he brought him down, and I was right.
It was the 91st minute and I brought somebody down in the box and he deemed it a red card. So I still hold a grudge against him this day.
Paul Robinson, a nice man as well, but he was wrong.